You're welcome back to the Gavel. Now, Senate President Bukola Saraki has raised the alarm over an alleged plot by the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, to implicate him and the governor of Kwara State. Senator Saraki says the Kwara State Governor, Abdul Fatai Ahmed, informed him that a group of cultists who were to be tried in Kwara State have been transferred to the police headquarters in Abuja on the orders of the police chief, and fears that the plot to implicate him is underway. Now, the police has responded swiftly to this allegation, describing it as false, misleading, and obstruction of justice. The police also warned that until the investigation is concluded, any person or group who tries to interfere in police investigation by action or utterances is committing an offense.
It's been a showdown between the Senate and the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris. The police chief and the Senate have been embroiled in consistent feuds for one reason or the other. It reached a boiling point recently when the Senate declared Mr. Idris an enemy of democracy and unfit to hold public office in Nigeria and abroad because of his refusal to appear before the Senate and explain the persistent killings of Nigerians in some states in the country, as well as the alleged mistreatment of Senator Dino Melaye. In a new twist, Senate President Bukola Saraki on Wednesday, May 16th, during plenary, leveled some strong allegations against the Inspector General of Police.
My state governor, Governor Abdul Fatai, revealed to me the information at his disposal that a group of suspects who had been arrested in our state and who, for cultism, and whose investigation had been completed and were about to, under prosecution under state law, and then on the advice of the DPP and Ministry of Justice, were all of a sudden being ordered to be transferred to Abuja this morning. And the information reaching him as he received from the Commissioner of Police that had been directed by the IGP to bring them to Abuja. With the information that he has is for them to try how they will alter their statements already made in Lorry and try and implicate the state government, and particularly myself. I felt that as we speak now, these suspects are already here in Abuja here. That these acts of, I don't know whether I call it desperation, blackmail, intimidation, all actions to undermine our democracy and recipe for anarchy, because we are doing our work to asking officials to obey law, due process, and subject themselves to constitutional authority.
Principal officers in the Senate want the matter to be given serious attention.
If indeed these people have been brought to Abuja and they are now at the verge of implicating you, it will further tarnish the image of the Senate. And of course, I'm sure that this is something that even the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be very concerned about to hear. So you just made the statement and then you dropped it there. I wanted to find out which order you came under so that I will know whether it's something we can discuss. Or did you just come by way of personal explanation? Or do you want to excuse yourself so that issue could be discussed thoroughly and then some resolutions taken before we can go to other issues? I don't think it's something you just sweep under your table where you are sitting. I'm sorry, Mr. President. That's my observation.
I will advise that in view of the fact that the personality of the Senate President is the one that is in position, we absolve you of the powers to constitute that committee, and then you step down for the purpose of the Deputy Senate President to preside and establish that committee so that we can establish its impartiality and then its power and position.
The Senate President stepped down for the Deputy Senate President to preside because the matter directly involves him.
I think the option available to us is to either to refer to a standing committee or to set up an ad-hoc committee.
Virtually each and every one of us stands a danger of this sort. I think what we should do, like my colleague said, is to also behave as if we are in the understanding that the president doesn't know. Let us also go to him and tell him that our democracy is collapsing under your watch.
However, a lawmaker calls for caution.
The theatrics is not what we need, this kind of situation. Anybody can stand here, enjoy the immunity, and say what he wants to say. But when we have critical issues that challenge our being, let's apply some maturity and pick only that what matters. So I want to support, to the end, that we expedite action.
The Senate set up a 10-man ad hoc committee to meet with President Buhari over the matter and report the outcome to the Senate next week. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives is to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the circumstances surrounding the invasion of the Rivers State High Court. The attention of the House was brought to the incident by the lawmaker representing Ahoda East, Abua Odwal Federal Constituency in Rivers State under matters of urgent public importance. She accused the Special Anti-Robbery Squad in the state of aiding the hoodlums who carried out the attack.
The House notes with utmost concern that on Friday, the 11th of May 2018, organized hoodlums aided by over 40 operatives of the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad under the command of Akin Fakorade, commander of FSAS River State, blocked all entrances to the River State High Court complex for hours, preventing judicial workers, magistrates, judges, litigants, lawyers from gaining access into their offices and courtrooms to carry out their judicial duties and businesses. The House resolves to condemn this assault on the judiciary in River State. And 2, to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the immediate and remote causes of the assault on the judiciary in Rivers State on the 11th of May 2018 to forestall future occurrences and to report back to the House within 4 weeks